Hi, I'm Autumn. I'm going to be doing a review and quick demo on the MAC Studio Waterweight SPF 30 Foundation and the Studio Waterweight Concealer. I was really interested in these products. I ordered it online, which means I had to pick my color online as well. I already know that I am in C because I have warm yellow undertone. I considered getting NC10, but I decided on NC15. And it really is the perfect color. It doesn't oxidize at all, and it's just like a perfect match. I have dry, dehydrated skin, so I'm always concerned if a foundation is going to cling to my dry patches or emphasize the dryness on my chin or nose area. And I was really excited to try it because I wanted to try a gel-like serum, and honestly it has a great finish. It is hydrating enough, but it's not dewy at all. It dries down to a satin finish. So here's what MAC says about the foundation and the concealer. And now that I've been wearing the products for a full 3 weeks, I have a really good idea of how they perform, and I think that how they explain the products and the benefits that they're claiming, I think are really accurate. The Studio Waterweight SPF 30 Foundation. It says, innovative foundation that delivers color in an ultra-fluid elastic gel serum formula. Weightless feel, extraordinarily comfortable, lasting for hours. Stay true color, sheer medium buildable coverage, softly blurs imperfections such as pores and fine lines, while also controlling oil. The addition of Moisture Fusion Complex provides immediate and all-day hydration, leaving skin feeling quenched and silky to the touch. For the Studio Waterweight Concealer, ultra fluid formula with medium full buildable coverage and a satin finish. I think that sentence can also be associated with the foundation as well. For the concealer benefits, long wearing up to 8 hours, provides instant hydration, reduces appearance of under eye circles, dark spots, and discoloration, reduces appearance of pores and fine lines, provides stay true color, non-cakey, streak resistant, oil-free, good for all skin types, especially normal to dry, which I think is very true, and is dermatologist-tested. So that is, I think, a really good description of what you can expect from these products. At least on my skin, this is how I experience them. So I'm going to do a demo. With half the face, I'm going to use a damp beauty sponge. The other half of the face, I'm going to use a dense makeup foundation brush. Since this is such a liquidy foundation, it's important to shake it up really well before every use. So the foundation, the bottle's actually pretty tight around the dropper, which is nice. So I just take the dropper and put it right on the sponge. I dab it first. The first application with a sponge is very, very sheer. But I don't mind doing multiple layers to build it up. And I do always like the finish that a sponge gives. So, okay, I'm gonna go in with the second layer. I'm gonna use more product this time. This is very lightweight. I think it does have a really soft satin finish when it dries down. It does have a stay true color. This foundation does not oxidize at all. This is with no foundation, and this is with 2 layers with a damp beauty blender. And I can use some concealer to further hide some of my hyperpigmentation, because I do like foundations that let my natural skin show through. So I think this coverage is perfect for me. On the other side, I'm going to use a dense brush. This is a It Cosmetics foundation brush. And I'm also going to drop the product right on the brush. Because this foundation is so liquid and so emollient, I like to tap it in with a brush, because if I were to try to buff it in, it would smear the foundation all around. I do the tapping motion just to help it melt into the skin. So this foundation does have to set. Like, it has to set 10 to 15 minutes before it is not wet to the touch anymore. Once it sets and dries down, then it's going to have that satin finish. For the concealer, also just as liquidy, so gotta shake it every time. For this one, I take the dropper and I just dot it under my eye. I don't even squeeze the dropper. There is enough product just sitting on the outside of the dropper to give that much. I have not tried this concealer on my eyelids as like an eyeshadow primer. I have eyeshadow primers that I love, so I rarely use concealer. And then with most concealers, especially liquidy ones, I just kind of press it under my eye so that it doesn't crease. So I take my damp beauty blender and the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Light, and I put a really generous amount under my eyes. I really press it in there so that the product doesn't settle in any lines. I like to pat so that I'm not dragging it across the skin and moving the concealer or foundation before it sets. So I do have a lot of powder, which I know, but I will wipe that off in a little bit. Then I take the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Light Plus, and with a big powder brush, I just pat it into my skin. And now I do just kind of wipe away the excess powder under my eyes. I'm going to use Fix Plus to set those powder products. Okay, after wearing this foundation for over 3 weeks, I really like it. I've been wearing it every day. It's quick to apply. It has a beautiful satin finish and it wears well throughout the day. So I highly recommend it.